Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka Althea McFarland, aka author, AM Morning, author of this book right here, Shades of Blue, aka you know who it is. All righty. Today we got a good show. It's Turn Up Tuesday, y'all. Bring the energy. Turn up, turn up. All right. Today, I have a special guest in the studio with us today. But before I introduce my special guest, I got to always pay homage to my brother, Mr. Molly Moss, C-Moss Boss, Molly $1 Million Moments. I love you, to my producer. Now, my special guest in the room today is this is a treat. Let me introduce Blue Phoenix just popped in. Good morning to the Blue Phoenix.
Great day, everybody. Hey, Reese.
Hey, I got
hey, Molly.
Studio today, Louisa. Before I get to him, I wanted to make sure I get to you because when I turn it over to him, I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go with it, Weezy. Should I let him go with it?
Do what you gonna do.
Let it go. Let it go. Turn up Tuesday. We're gonna let it go. Come on in, Mr. Hakeem. Where he at? Good morning, Mr. Hakeem. Welcome to the morning.
Good morning. Huh?
I said, welcome to the Morning Back Show.
Oh, I appreciate y'all having me on. Thank you.
You are so welcome.
It's a pleasure.
And I want to say good morning to my brother, Kenneth Clark. He's in the building today, too. Good morning, Kenneth.
Good morning, Kenneth and Hakeem. Good morning. Great day to you all.
How you doing, brother?
Good morning.
How you doing?
Phenomenal.
Hakeem, I want you to tell everybody who you are, what you do, and how we met.
All righty. What I do, I'm a promoter. I promote comedy and band and show. I got a hot band. A hot band is out there. Everybody never heard, called Sounds of Elegance. Man, they are off the chain. Y'all got to come out every Monday at the Oyster Bar, Union Oyster Bar on Morris Road. That's what we had every Monday, and it's been phenomenal. You know, God bless us to have this opportunity to show our showcase that we have. We are comedy, band, and show. We come like the Ringling Brothers and Baller Baby Circus without the animals and the clowns. But we do a great job, great group of people. My man Jay Darnell, he's the host on every Monday. That's from 6 to 8. Then the band come on and play, and that Sounds of Elegance, man. This band here is phenomenal. Once they catch on and everybody get to hear them, it's over with. They're gonna have the show. They're gonna lead everything in go out here at this point now. They just haven't been heard, so they're on their way.
Okay.
We got Dynamite Comics all over, including the host. She came to the show the other day, and oh man, she tore it up, man. They love her. So
All
we're doing
right,
great things in the DMV.
Thank you. I
Doing great
appreciate the love. Now tell them, give them the address one more time and let them know if there's a cover charge or a fee for admission.
Yes, it's at 501 Moore Street, Northeast Washington, D.C. Right now, as soon as you Florida Avenue, you pass Gallaudet. It's right there on the corners of Black Building. It's phenomenal place. It's a phenomenal place. Everybody's the guy who gave me the opportunity named Russell. He's a good man. He's been doing a lot of things in the community as well. We grew up together, so he gave me the opportunity to do that. That's 501 Moore Street, Northeast. That's Union Oyster Bar. Man, they got great food. So everybody come out, show some support. We're doing great things there. And hey, the sky's the limit. You know, when people give you the opportunity, you know, and that's a blessing from God. So you just do what you got to do, be humble, and take the reins and lead the people to where they're trying to go. You know, I'm setting a platform for the comedians.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much. And I do appreciate the love. Myself, Michelle Pucciarelli, and Erky Burke, we went out there last night and we tore it up. Look, I might have found me a Forever Louisa. I've been out there searching and grabbing up some men's. I might have found somebody last night. But he was scared, so I had to throw that one back. Hakeem said I had to let it. He was too young for me, maybe. I don't know. He was too scared. You know, I don't
we don't need them when they still smell like milk now. You don't want no milk smell.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No milk smelling.
I thought the milk represents bones being strong. My bad.
No. Not when it's behind the ear.
Look, I accept that. That means I'm still young, so I still got a long way to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you are. That's right. Now, tell us about the Lions Den Collective.
Well, me and my partner, Keisha Howard, we've been partners for a minute now. We did a lot of different events together. Mm-hmm. So we started in January. We put on 3 shows, Laughing in the Basement, comedy show, which brings the comics and the band playing later on, just giving entertainment and showing love to the community through laughter and music.
Okay.
So we got a show June 17th, day before Father's Day. A big show, huge show. We got some heavy hitters on it. You know, we got Mike Brooks, Jamon Donnell, Kiva D, Joe Jackson, Ray Diva, Percy from Memphis, and your own very own Sounds of Elegance will be playing that day as well. We're looking for that. It's going to be a big show. You know, this is our 3rd show actually, Laughing in the Basement.
And I know
we just took it to a bigger stage.
And all of those people, for those who don't know, Mike Brooks, Southeast own, Mike Brooks, Ray Diva from Baltimore. I know Percy from here in PG County around the way. And who else you said? I know him. Who else on there? I wanted to throw
Ray Diva. And we got Joe Jackson. You can't forget Joe Jackson. I say Joe Jackson name ain't Joe Jackson no more. That's WB name.
Yep, that's the green line.
That's
okay. Man. Joe
I call him WB Jackson.
Joe Jackson, promote your show. Hakeem, promote the stuff that you do. That's right. Father's Day, June the 17th. Coming out.
That's right. Please come on out. Show some love, you know.
And speaking of promoting and showing love, I want to show some love to Kenneth Clark. That's
Uh-huh.
what Kenneth got going on. Hakeem, listen to this. And if you know anybody interested in what Kenneth about to say, send them Kenneth's way. Kenneth, tell the people
Sure
who you
will.
are and how I know you and what you got going on, baby.
Shoot. Me and Reese, we go way back. Since she started, doing the podcast and the Morning Mac show, we go way back. We have a good history, a good bond. What I have going on is, I am a screenwriter. I love storytelling. I love working with different projects and plays and whatnot. I have worked with several different projects. But I had something that I decided to go ahead and pull out of the box. I've been sitting on it for quite some time. When I was in school, when I was at UDC, I put it together a senior portfolio project where all of us had to submit a play or a movie script, and mine was considered to be one of the great ones. So
Wow.
I just never
Great job.
put it to I just never put it into fruition. It was a good script, good storyline and whatnot. So what I have, the name of this movie is called Confessions of a Backslider. In this movie, I'm paraphrasing it, y'all, because I don't want to give y'all too much of the juicy details. But basically, pretty much is there's something that transpires in this story where that gives him a distaste about God, turns him away from the church, and in the midst of him being turned away from the church, his best friend passes away, and in the midst of him going through that, God meets him right in his mess. For so long in the church, we always talk about how much that God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. We all say that God died for sinners, right? We all give the redemption message, right? But why not? Why is it that we always cover up the redemption message? God can meet a person right in the middle of their mess. He can meet you right when you in the crack house. He can meet you right in the pimp house. He can meet you right when you rolling a blunt, smoking a J, you doing
That's
drugs.
true.
God meets you right then and there. The days of just sitting back and just ignoring, these type of things that we deal with. Guess what? God can meet you no matter where you at. So that's what a good summit of this production. So tonight, 1231, Good Hope Road, Anacostia Art Center, there will be a meet and greet. This is a production that I'm looking for everyone to put their hands to the plow. I don't want this production to be like a play or typical Tyler Perry play, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give a message. What I want is I want entrepreneurs. I want Black entrepreneurs. So that means if you have a clothing line, you're a hairstylist. That means if you are good with makeup, that means whatever you have, there's room for everybody to be a part of this project. This is a project that like I said, I've been sitting on it for quite some time. Professors then hit me up like, look, when are you gonna do this thing, man? When you gonna pull it up? So now's the time. It's the season for it. We're gonna have open auditions tonight. Come, bring your A game. We're gonna allow you to pick from whatever movie that you desire, to act. The reason why we're choosing this as an option is because we want to see how versatile you are. We want to see how well you can articulate. We want to see how well you can memorize. We want to see the skill set and the talent that you have to offer. So we're gonna switch the roles up, just like how they did in film school. Some of you may be used to playing the good guy, but guess what? We're gonna put you in the bad guy spot to strengthen those skills. So that's what we're gonna do. Confessions of a Backslider. We looking for all talent. I'm talking about rappers, singers, psalmists. We want to be able to have people that don't necessarily get that limelight to be a part of this production. So tonight, 7:30, 1231 Anacostia Art Center. Pull up.
That's great. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think I'm gonna make my business my way there. So I like that.
I got
and
one
see,
question.
I got the thing.
No, go ahead, Hakeem. You got the thing.
No, because what he's saying, what he does, because I'm in a process of, I already got the producer, but they got the cameras and everything. I'm working on a comedy show. So by you coming on saying what you're saying, I'm gonna meet you today. I need all the inputs and knowledge that I can get to make this successful. It's going to be a comedy TV series that I'm working on. So yeah, and I love the Man of Cloth because I am too. So this is God sent.
And you know, our own producer, Molly Robinson, is experienced. Molly Mall, Molly $1 Million Moments is experienced with that, all that stuff as well. So you got a producer, but hey, talk to Molly. That could be your second man, because he for doing all that stuff. And you talking to him today on the show. I mean, he's always in the back doing 50 million things because he's the technology.
The ones who's great, yeah. The ones who great is always in the back. Trust, believe that.
Look, he hardly gets on, but that's why I give him love each and every time. You know, because the man is so quiet, but he's like a computer. You know. He'll speak for himself. I will speak for him. But I do have one question for Brother Kenneth, the Man of the Cloth. Do I got audition too? Because I want a part. I got audition. Look, I could play 110-pound white woman. See my wrist? See my wrist? You know, I can do it. I can do it. I promise you I can, and I would not let you down. Louisa, tell him I let him down.
Look, you got to come and submit something. Submit a 5-minute, 5-10 minute piece, just like everybody else. It's to showcase your talent, so that way everybody can see. Yeah, you got to showcase. You say you can sing. You got to crack some. Got to sing some tunes. We got to see that. We got to see that goodness. You got to hear those good strings.
But what I'm saying, can I make it up? Do I have to?
Yeah, you can make it up. Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, you can make up any just that. So interesting enough, when we was in film school, that's what we did. We had opportunities for people to pick up best. We gave them three different. They gave us 3 different movies. You pick the movie that you can best identify with, and you pick a scene. So, and we judge you based on how well your mannerisms, how well you can articulate, how well you communicate, how well, you add your own spunk to it, but as well as how you could, demonstrate, the familiarity of your character. Because that's what it's really all about. How well you becoming one with yourself, but also how well you can, get your acting skills on. Okay. So we want to see what you have to bring to the table. We want to see that talent. We want to see that stardom in you.
And I'm coming by myself, so I don't have a partner to act with. I don't have anybody to come down and what me with. I gotta go do this by myself.
You need to stop. Sometimes you gotta do it by yourself.
Hey, that's true. That's facts. Sometimes you be that lone wolf. You be on the island by yourself. You just gotta keep pushing.
Well, look,
I feel like that all the time. I feel like I'm on the island by myself. You know how it is, Reverend. You know how it is, Doc.
That's it. That's it. When you go,
yeah, you're gonna be there. Just you and God.
Man.
Yep. Just you and God on that island.
You know what? You guys are totally right. I'm a beast. I can do this totally by myself with no one to devour. I can do that. Kenny, I'm gonna blow it out the water. What part you want me to play? What part you want me to act? You just tell me whatever. You know, and you know I'm a writer too. I'm a creative. I'm a content creator. I create content. I create. Do you forget about this? Louisa, Molly, did he forget about this?
What's that is? Shades of Blue.
This is a published work. Shades of Blue. It's something to be an author, but when you're a published author, this will be forever. You know what I'm saying? I've left my mark on the world forever, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. This is going to be forever until they start burning books. But when they burn it, you can also download.
Oh Lord!
Amazon Kindle. If you know, for it's on sale for $8.99 digitally. I don't know how much the book is on sale, but right now it's on sale. You can get it at Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Books A Million. You can even order it from Kmart. And anywhere where it's digitally, you can download anything.
Kmart
Creation. It's the first out of a 5-book series. The first one. The second one is going to hit at the end of this year. Y'all better get it.
Kmart is still online.
Kmart is online.
Wow.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know that.
A hot piece of work. And Kenneth and Hakeem, y'all might want to make this book into a movie or a series. You better get it for Tyler Perry see it. Because once Tyler get it, you know. So y'all may want to get it, read it. It's a fictional book, but it's based on real life stuff. So it's stuff that people go through for real. But it's fictional story. Or is it?
So now I'm gonna go out to buy the book. You done made it so interesting now, so I'm about to get the book and start reading.
Yep, I got a paper. Look, I will carry and bring you a paperback copy, signed and everything.
See, this is what I'm talking about right there. This is what I'm talking about right here. That you have a production where people are able to showcase their talent. It's really this production. See, the reason why I started majoring in English and creative writing was for talented purposes like this, because all of us have something that is unique about us. We all have a story. We all have something where we've been through, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. And tapping into that greatness that's on the inside of you. So, you know, authors, poets, you know, songsters, psalmists, you know, rapping, whatever it is, to tap into that brilliance. We are a brilliant people. So, you know, that's one of the visions and missions behind this whole thing is that where everybody can come together and be a part of something, but not only just be a part of something, but they can shine and showcase who they are and showcase their individuality of their greatness, you know.
And I would like to take this time to introduce my beautiful mentalist, the Phoenix, Louisa Harrell. She is a great poet. She is a beautiful soul. She is a very creative. She's also a content creator. And guess what else she do, Kenneth and Hakeem? She also acts. That's right. Because we've been in some stuff together. And she was on the big screen. And we just did a movie together called Bumher, created by Howie Doolittle, the red carpet event. We was there. What? Tell it, Louisa. Tell it, Weezy. Where's she at? Weezy. She muted. Weezy, tell them about the Phoenix and how you risen from the flame. Blue Phoenix, where you at? I'm calling out the Blue Phoenix. Molly, is she muted? I can't even tell. But she's awesome too at her own right. When she get back in, she would tell y'all what she doing, how she doing. She probably won't come back in. But you know what, Kenneth? I will be there down there to support. I'll see about Michelle Pucciarelli. She's a little under the weather today, but I'm gonna see how she feel. Maybe she can muster up to do that, because usually we do taco tequila and Tuesdays, and I'm not sure at Bar 210 if they even open today. I didn't get the flight, but I'm assuming that Bar 210 will be open and we could do Turn Up Tuesdays for taco tequila and tomfoolery. That is another spot where we do open mic at, where the comedians to come there to sharpen their knives on each other. So that is a definite another place. But last night's show I keep saying at the Oyster Bar, That's right, Hakeem,
Yes.
the Oyster Bar.
Yeah, it's at the Oyster Bar.
It is where the old, for those of y'all who don't know, y'all remember when the farmers market burned down? That's where it is, where the old farmers market used to be. Right down the street from Gallaudet.
Correct.
And I did not know they put the building up there and everything. I did not know, but it's a nice, cozy place. It's great if you want to have a party there. It's a perfect spot for open mic, for comics, and to put on a show. It is nice and cozy. I could not believe it. When you come into place, you know, it's nice. It look like a regular, like an oyster bar, like a regular bar and grill. But when you go upstairs, it's an even nicer setting, and the ambiance is nice, and the stage is nice, and the area they got, it was nice. Me and Michelle was like, wow, this is nice. So they got something nice going on. Y'all need to check it out every Monday. But my boy Jamon Donnell, and y'all know Jamon Donnell is a veteran on this show. He be on here every Freaky Friday, used to, but he got so busy. But he used to come on every Freaky Friday. So Jamon comes in and pop in and out. A plethora of comedians come through here, especially on Freaky Friday, you know. And y'all know out there, I ain't lying or nothing like that. So I got questions for the men. Considering this is for you, Kenneth, and it's for you, Hakeem. Considering the rise in violence. Now, violence always been there, but it seemed like it's even more prevalent that people are getting hurt more often. It's coming to your door. That's where it's meeting you at. Before, you used to have to go find trouble. Now, it seems like trouble be showing up on your doorstep. What do you, because there's two generations. I'm looking at Kenneth and I'm looking at you, Hakeem. I'm looking at two generations here. Correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen. Two generations?
Well, I'll be 58 in August. I think it's two different generations, I believe. I don't know how old the doc is, but
I'll be 36 in August.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole big gap there. Yeah, it's two different generations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to speak on both of your generations of what you went through and what you see today, and how can we bridge that gap and help our children coming up today. Hakeem, since this is your first time, I'll let you go first.
Okay. One thing, we got to have something for them to do. I also have a boxing gym called Diamonds in the Rough, which name of my company was Sweet Sounds of Boxing. Diamonds in the Rough, Sweet Sounds of Boxing merged. And what we do, we help the kids in the city to, give them identity of who they are. See, they got to find out who they are. They don't know who they are at this moment because it's been so much brainwashing and programming to our lives in different generations, from my generation to your generation, Dr. Kenneth. We had to give them their identity back. We have to let them know they are royalty and priesthood, and they mean a lot to us. Right now, they feel like because of how the government is played into our community, they never get a chance to see who they are. You know, they got to deal with poverty. They got to deal with the things on the street, the peer pressure. You know, we got to take all that stuff out of the way. One, a lot of them don't know God off the top. That's one main thing. So how do we introduce God to them? We got to get a program so where they can study. It's not just the kids. We got to take back the house because we got to educate the parents. In my generation, the parents are kids having kids. So that really makes the matter even worse because we have to, if they're not getting these type of the knowledge and understanding of how life goes in the house, we can't expect them to go out in the streets and understand their duty and their duty to society and to their fellow brothers. They don't have that. So in my generation, we was raised up on respect. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You know, if you see an elderly lady with some bags, and we helped her with her bags into her house. You're not having that no more. We can't even open the door for a lady at this time. This is the generation. This thing, you trying to holler, no, Sherry is not dead. This is how I've been raised. So the generation gap is based on how the kids have been raised in the household. So it's not just getting the kids to see and understand God and where they're placed at. We got to teach the parents. So it's a double standard. It's extra. It's actually harder because we have to get the parents involved with their lives. These kids out here, 14, 15 years old, committing senseless murders. So they have to stop. And it's our job, it's our community, it's our job as men, kings of this earth, to get out here and help this society, our society. No one's going to come and clean our yard up. We have to do this as men, Black men in our society, to uplift and raise our community in a better situation.
That's right. That's right. Kenneth?
I concur with my beloved. I'm gonna call you uncle because you the uncle. Hakeem, and some of the sentiments that you said, but I want to add this too. I deal with gun violence intervention across the whole region, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And one of the biggest missing links is that, number one, there's three things that I talk about. There's the mental fiber, there's the physical fiber, and then there's the spiritual fiber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that again. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but I just want to emphasize it. You're the mental fiber, the physical fiber, and the spiritual fiber. Now, no matter what you believe in, right, you have to have something that makes you who you are as an individual, because whatever it is that you believe in, that's going to be your foundation, right? No matter what. The mental fiber is the mental capacity of how you operate spiritually, right? How you operate physically. When I say physically, I'm not just talking about your body. I'm talking about your physical makeup of your environment, where you live, where you go to school, how you are able to do your day-to-day basic things, right? Here's one thing that we don't do, because I'm a firm believer, and I'm gonna say this because those that know me, I'm unapologetically Black when I talk about this. Here's one thing we've got to stop doing. We've got to stop allowing media to dictate what's happening within our community.
Say it again.
Because we've got to stop allowing media, because I'm getting so sick and tired of this. Because I'm gonna say this because you're gonna have me start preaching. The media creates.
Turn up Tuesday.
The media creates the sensationalism to get us to close the benediction on our youth. I'm gonna say that again, because there's nothing that the youth are doing today that, from my uncle's generation, from Uncle Hakeem, that did not exist. The only thing that changed was the dispensation of the age. Because guess what? I'm telling you, because I see this thing is so very clearly as it is. We allow media to dictate our decisions. We can't do that. Yep. We need to get our little happy tails on the ground. Stop waiting for the Great White Hope. Stop waiting for the Republicans. Stop waiting for Trump. Stop waiting for everybody else to come down with a golden cape and say, hey, I'm here to save it. No, we are the change that we want to see. You don't need to cast a ballot in if you see a mother or a father in your own community that's distressed. You don't need to go, I need to wait for this senator. I need to wait for this legislator. I need to go ask my pastor. I need to go ask. No, you have the power within. We are the change agents. We know what it's like. We know what it's. We know what ramen noodles are. We know what peanut butter and jelly is. We know how to take
That's
tuna
right.
fish and
Exactly.
stretch it. We these are things that we looking to the north, south, east, and west for everybody else to come solve our issues. No, we have got to be the change that we want to see. Listen to the youth. Things may not necessarily be as they were, but listen, because they're talking. The youth are talking, and it may sound different. It may exactly sound different, but guess what? It's still the same thing. I looked at what is the guy, and I always say this, I always bring this up. Y'all have heard me bring this guy up all the time. The guy that had little bell bottoms with the fro, Superfly. All the stuff that he was saying, right? That was around your time, Unc, right? He was around your
That's
time.
right.
But then when
That's
you
right.
look at Future, right? He's almost saying the same sentiment. The only difference is he's saying Percocets. Yeah. Superfly was saying dope man, I mean this.
The
that.
cocaine.
That's right.
They
That's
sung
right.
it different. I want to say this, okay? And Louisa, tell me if you agree. This is to Unc and this is to Kenneth. The Unc generation gave birth to, I'll say me and Unc, you in the same generation. Our generation gave birth to you and Louisa generation, and you guys gave birth to what's now coming up, right? Am I right?
No, y'all gave birth to the generation after us.
No. We gave birth to y'all, Louisa. Our generation, our generation gave birth to you and Kenneth's generation. You and Kenneth's generation gave birth to what's out there now. I gave birth to Tyrese. Tyrese in y'all generation.
No, Tyrese under me. You gave birth to the generation under us. We gave birth to the generation afterwards. The reason why I say that is not only in chronology or how things go, but because when you were born, we were born a little bit after y'all. So the ones after us are y'all's.
Well,
so you influenced.
No. I gave birth. Me and Unc was born in the 70s. I was born in 71.
And I was born in the 80s.
Okay.
And I was born in 65.
So when I gave birth, because my son is 30, and I'm sure, Unc, your children are in their 30s, right?
Correct. My oldest 36.
Okay, so you and Kenny are in your 30s. So me and Unc gave birth to the children that's in their 30s.
Yeah.
So
okay, well, the reason why I say this, my mother was born in the 60s, and she had me. Right.
Yeah, I was born in the 60s. So we gave birth to y'all.
Thank you.
We gave birth to y'all.
Well, Reese, okay.
And see, and one thing about it though, the kids like in the late 30s, they have a piece of us that can really go to the next level to.
Yeah, we're in the middle. We're actually the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, see, because y'all still got the yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Y'all still have the qualities of the ancestors. Like we got the quality of our ancestors. So, you know, we still in that mix where is that we still have understanding about love, peace, and all that. So, and y'all, that which y'all received. So now y'all receive, but now what is happening, like you said, Doc, that the language really didn't change, you know, the styles of what was going on. It just been modified, basically. Let's say modified, because like you're saying, back then they were talking about heroin, cocaine. Right now it's Percocet, Molly's, and all that now. It's just, it's talking about same thing that's going out there, but just the name has been changed.
Right.
So y'all the bridge from us to them. You know.
What's happening
so you know, if it's like this, I grew up in Southeast DC, one of the worst neighborhoods. I came out of Eastgate, Benton Road, Simple City, all that type, right? That's in place. And even when into that street, we still had respect. See, we still made sure the kids didn't see what was going on. We, that's just the level of respect of just how our ancestors led us to have respect. See, what is missing in the next generation beyond y'all is no respect. If you don't have respect for anything, then you will destroy everything that come across your way. If you respect it, you're going to nourish it. You're going to respect it. You're going to build it. You're going to teach it. You're going to raise it.
You're going to take care of it.
You're going to take care of it. Now, on the corner, they can care less about the kids or whatever. We made sure the kids, hey, if we see a child outside and we look like, the household ain't that great, we'll make sure that child gets something to eat. We'll still look out for that parent.
That's right.
But it's more so far as we looked out for the neighborhood. They can care less about the neighborhood now. It's all about self now. No respect. So if you got a group of people there's no respect, what's going to happen? They're going to destroy where they at. There's no way, because they're going to destroy it. They don't nourish it. They don't love it. They just all for self. I see you, Doc. You got a grin on your face. So I'm gonna let you go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
So, right, I agree. But now I'm about to flip the script real quick.
Okay.
The African proverb says, if you don't what the child,
right?
If you don't nurture the child, you don't raise the child, what happens? The child burns the village down. Now,
that's right.
Here's the thing. I gotta say it. Y'all know I love y'all, but I gotta give it to y'all.
Go ahead, say it, because I probably said it yesterday.
We lose. What has happened is we have lost patience. And that is because we have allowed the powers that be to dictate. You say, oh, well, this generation ain't like my generation. Or that. Oh, stop. 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 You was doing the same thing, if not worse.
Exactly.
The only thing you did was the only difference between the old time frame or the season time frame is that today it's more televised. Because it was a lot of stuff that was hidden. It was a lot of stuff that was hidden. It was a lot of stuff that was hidden. And to be honest with you, I mean, it just some of that stuff got hidden. But then us as who we are as a people, because we want to know. We start doing studying, we start doing research, and guess what? Cats get let out the bag, and guess what? We start looking at
yep, Mom.
Things weren't really as quiet as it kept. It may look that way, appear that way, but like Molly just put up there, it was some freaks out there. It was some stuff that was out there. It was some stuff that was done. You know what I'm saying? And what I feel could happen is they don't care who you know. They just want to know that you care.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's fact.
So it's time to have like what I call to get real with it, to deal with it, conversations. Because we try to act like, we sweet, we sweet Miss, innocent Fred and innocent, Clark the whole time. Ain't not really so innocent and sweet. We had a little dirt, little stuff out there going out there too. So we gotta have a get real with it to deal with and be honest and be transparent. Stop
honest. Honesty and transparency. I see so many parents that you speak with honesty act like, and it's hard for their children to relate because they're keeping their children sheltered by pretending that they were perfect. Ain't no such thing as a perfect nobody, but we got to relate to our children. Let us know, hey, we did this, we did that too. I can't sit up there and tell my child, I'm raising a man, y'all, my son, not to do this and not to do that, because I got to let them know, well, when I was out there, mama had to do this, that, and I didn't hide. I didn't pretend to be perfect in this box, because I wanted to be able to be relatable to my child. I wanted him to understand that I had to deal with bullying too. You could talk to your mom about bullying. I had to deal with peer pressure and drugs and all of that too. You could talk to me about that. I had to let him know, hey, I smoked the joint and choked it, couldn't do it. That's why I don't smoke weed, because it's bad for my lungs. But I tried. I had to be real with him to let him know I'm not going to sit up there and pretend. And I see a lot of parents that pretend that they not about that, like they too good or they didn't do that. Man, you would have in your room getting whipped with straps on and all that, but you would pretend that you Betty Crocker.
Okay, hold on, ma'am. I'm not
saying that.
No, but I understand. I know what you're saying. I was just getting ready to say that that's the truth. You got to understand that's passed down. Oh, let me cut my camera. I'm sorry. I was out walking. It was passed down because y'all parents and their parents did not have these conversations, and it was always an air put upon that they did no wrong. And this is why when we did wrong or when y'all did wrong, you felt like you betrayed the Lord. We have to stop acting as if our children are the worst things that happen. Our children are just parts of us and the manifested parts of us that we had to hide. So if we go and pay attention to these children, we just had this conversation yesterday on Monday Madness. We were talking about what we got to do. We have to be the example.
Exactly.
We have to be the example. Yeah, they're watching us. The kids are not listening to what we're saying. They're looking at what we're doing. And if we're not doing right, they're not going to do right either.
Yeah, and they're not going to listen to what you say. Let me introduce Louisa, the Blue Phoenix. I was talking about how great you were, a poet, an activist. What was I was saying? She's a great mommy too, guys, on top of that. And she comes with respect. Hakeem, Louisa, and Kenneth Clark are that generation that I want more of them in our community. People like them.
Most
and they bring that's what we gave her, that kind of respect. And my son gives that kind of respect too, because he was raised a certain way. I'm trying to figure out what generation dropped the ball. I think it was
we all did. We all did. Well, each generation does, because first of all, when you don't have direction, again, like Kenneth was saying, if you don't have direction, you will be lost. You're going to lead everybody astray because you're trying to find your way. And that's the problem. Each generation of parents did it because you don't have somebody holding your hand and say, hey, teach them this, talk to them like this, show them like we've lost that. We've lost that community. And so until we continue to pour into each other and continue to...
She froze up.
Yeah, I think she's on the subway.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted her to read the comments. Molly, can you come in and read the comments for us with the people saying on the side? Because I know we've been talking some powerful stuff, and we probably missed some good stuff.
What up?
They go my $1 million producer.
Woo. We got Sweet Trees in here, MP in here, Sade in here. What up, Sade? Sade said, good morning. Hello, Reese. You look beautiful. She said, what's up, Reverend? Talking to Kenny. Sliggy Woo said, what's up, everybody? He popped up in here. Michelle Pucciarelli in here. She said, good morning, family. Keep it real, Kenna. She must popped in when you was talking, Kenny. She said the media MO plays on the negative stereotypes when we know there's a lot of good people doing good things for their community, like Othea McFarlane. I don't know who that is, who need to be talked about more. She's a survivor with a story who is beating all the obstacles life throws at her. Okay, thanks for that love right there. She's talking about our girl Reese Ree. Some dude said, who that Sliggy? Said, I'm 58 years old. So Reese, you not in this generation. Some dude Molly Robinson said, my father older than everybody on this panel. And I'm only 34.
You're so crazy.
You know, them generations used to give me though in school. They be like, I'm old enough to be your mother. No, the hell you not. Because my mother old enough to be your mother. Teach it up, you know. So
right.
I don't really get into the generations. Tree said, preach, sir. She was talking to,
Hakeem.
I think she was talking to Hakeem. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. The rest of me and Slicky. He said some of my friends do stuff I would never do because of what I was taught.
Wow.
And even in saying that, when you teach your children, sometimes they will go astray because we did. I know I did. And my parents taught me all types of stuff. I know I did things I ain't have no business doing. But because I was taught, it was in the back of my mind, like, girl, you know you ain't had no business doing that.
Yeah, but it be so much. You won't go so far, and down that road once you've been taught. You still have something to hold on to.
Right.
It's just like I said, due to social media, a lot does go along with social media because so much information. When we was getting information, we had to go to the encyclopedia, the book, and we had to earn that knowledge.
That's right.
See, the knowledge is not being earned. So the work has not been put into getting that knowledge because we don't have to open up the book. Whatever we want to know, we hit Google, boom, pop right there, and it's just easy. That's why the Bible say that
Study to show thyself approved.
Huh?
She said,
I said to study to show thyself approved.
Exactly. So when you get knowledge so easily, it's not gonna. You can't. It's not the stripping view. You just fast in thought. You smart, but they're not strong. So you got to be strong in knowledge to have the wisdom to understand how to project the knowledge that God's giving you. If you're not strong in getting that knowledge and understanding that knowledge and doing research the way we did it, and it just of a push of a button, then everything is taken lightly. It's not taken as firm as how we used to get. So the kids, they weaker but smarter.
That's because
we older and stronger.
That's because I believe it's the way our brain was processing. When we was coming up, we retained stuff more because we had to read it and research it. And like you were saying, they push buttons and they not retaining it. Because I was in a fast food place getting some food. The computer was down. The girl could not figure out how to calculate it in her head. Money is cents. She was like, my computer down. I'm like, figure it out. And I told her what the changes be because we had to do it the old-fashioned way. We didn't
exactly.
We know how to add and subtract. We had to use our fingers. They had our children
exactly.
calculators. I was like, what's the calculators that when I was in school?
You just stamped it, Reese. There you go. We the best generation. Yeah. Me, Louise, and Kenny, because we taught what y'all did, and we know how to do what they doing now. Ain't no generation better than ours, So I be handing a lot. Like they like to get on our generation, but we right in the middle. We old enough to relate with y'all, and we still young enough to relate with them. We the bridge, So
exactly.
Kids can't get the information like this and that, but y'all can't either. So that's why y'all need them and they need y'all, so y'all getting in this debate like, well, they ain't really learning. You went to one kid that couldn't, but it's a lot of kids that can put that shit down and calculate it in their head.
Exactly.
And
that's right.
So I think y'all got to stop really defining one or two people that y'all ran into as all the youth. If it's one kid out there shooting people, that don't mean all the kids out there shooting people.
Right.
The older people say, well, the youth need to stop doing this and they need to stop doing that. That's not the whole youth. That's like us saying older people need to start supporting the youngest more. Y'all need to really but y'all already doing that. So I can't say just because a few I know that ain't doing it, that mean all of them ain't doing it. So I just think we need to get out of that hole and start helping one another. I always say the old need the young need the old. And we the bridge.
We all need each other.
Yeah, right. And that's become a culture. When you learn from the old and the old learn from the young and vice versa, that's a culture. And
that is what it's
culture of people. We need Marley's absolutely right. You see how he popped on and gave that fire Malik? You see how Marley did that Hakeem? He gave
I see the king. I see the king. I see him. And what he's saying is so correct because you got to realize that let's keep it real. Let's really, really, really keep it real. Can I keep it real?
Keep it real.
You know why? You know why a lot of stuff is being messed up right now in our community? because people are starting to wake up because we've been colonized and brainwashed from generation to generation. Okay, so by us being colonized and everything being whitewashed for us, and I use the word whitewash, and that's the real reason. That's why I started out that we gotta lift them up in knowledge, show them who they are. See, they had a misconception of who they are from the very beginning out of our mother womb, even with me, and what was placed on the wall. An image that appeals to them, not us. And we struggling with ourselves is, who are we? I mean, if that's the Savior and that's what he looks like, then who am I? And that's the real reason it's happening to our community and helping with our kids, because we've been colonized to think a certain way from generation to generation. We've been lied to. Quote unquote, with
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X said, "We've been bamboozled." And when he was saying to that, we got to re-educate ourselves. Even the school system got to change the education.
Can I piggyback off of you, please?
Huh?
No, I was saying I wanted to piggyback off of you when you're done.
Okay. So we have to understand where the problem at and educate our kids and let them know they are the chosen. See, we've been lied to that we are not the chosen. So we've been struggling with that. I know I've been struggling with it when I was a kid until I found out the true knowledge. And once I found out the true knowledge, then I started moving a certain way. Because we got to understand we've been in society where as though we've been taught to be failures. That's what we've been taught.
Hypnotized.
To be failures. And we're not. We're greater than anything that people even tried to put on us. And that's the knowledge that we got to give our kids to let them know they don't have to do what they're doing. They are so great in their mind. They walking on the earth with the Spirit of God on them. They are kings. They are queens. They are little G's. They are little gods. They are goddess. That's what they got to get the understanding of, because this is the time. It's spiritual warfare, not of flesh and bone. Simple as that. So we got to re-educate our kids on who they are. That's what I mean by identity. Soon as they find that out, which, quote unquote, the colonizers don't want that to happen, because you know why? Now they rise up. Now society, the government can't use them for the money that they're spending on nonsense. They can't use them, trick them, thinking they got to kill somebody because it's a neighborhood. And become brotherhood and unite together. If the whole thing is an old saying: divided, you fall; united, you stand. And they don't want that stand. So it's up to us to show them, give them the knowledge, the wisdom, to understand, and be the mouthpiece from God to them. That's the only way that's going to happen, and it's the only way it's going to work.
Okay. Louisa.
I 1000% agree. Let me just add to that in order for this to happen, we have to be able to sit at the feet of our elders again. We were removed, and our elders are guilty of kicking us away. So we have to heal our elders. Need to be healed because they're hurt. The ones under them need to be healed because they're hurt. We're hurt. The ones under us are hurt. We all need to heal because we are supposed to be sitting at the hem of our elders. How can we learn what's right if our elders been wrong? Now we can put the responsibility on those that came and manipulated and tore us away from our foundation. But then whose responsibility is it to build that foundation back? I'm very big on government and them not doing what they supposed to do. They ain't never did what they supposed to do because they don't care about nobody but money. If it's green, that's what they want. So I don't, I talk about it sometimes, but I want to get back on us because it's our responsibility. We are the ones that's supposed to fix it, not them. They're not going to fix something. They won't even fix their own people.
That's right.
So we need to get back at the helm of our elders, and we are going to be elders, and it doesn't matter how old you are. Just like Molly said, the elders need the youth, and the youth need the elders, and everybody in between. We got to learn to listen.
That's right.
We have to learn to stop being judgmental. We have to learn how to forgive, not only them but ourselves. We have to continue to look at each other as one. We are one people. We are each other, and if we look at each other like we are the other person, we wouldn't do the things that we do to each other.
That's what we said yesterday, didn't we?
That's right.
Didn't we, Louisa?
Yeah.
We are
So
each other. Hey, Hope Joe the Blow. I like this. This was turn up. If this wasn't a turn up Tuesday, I don't know what is. You got good energy. You got good love. You got some good knowledge. You have 3 awesome individuals.
5
generations that love this. Powerful. Listen to Kenneth. Listen to Hakim. Listen to Louisa. They speak love.
Listen to Reese. Listen to Molly. Don't exclude yourself from this conversation, Reese, because you are a part.
Reese.
We do all the time. I told Molly he's great. That's why I said grand.
I'm talking about you too. Do not exclude yourself. You have a point, you have a place, and you have a right to be included in any type of conversation that we are having because you have influence on anybody around you.
And I try to
yes, you do.
And I try to get that platform and get that love because I know that's what we're missing. I know that love and that respect. And I try to be that bridge too. I'm the bridge between your generation and Louisa and them generation, just like Louisa and Kenneth is the bridge between I'm in the middle and their generation. So we got 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s on the board. So you're right. We look, we got to do some awesome stuff for our people. I was going to say, how do we start? I guess we start by what we're doing now. You know, everybody's got their own initiative that they're starting to trying to do better. Each one teach one, then all shall know, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Hey, Slicky.
I want to thank you for coming on the show. And again, tell them where they can find you and tell them about your next event. I can't. Yeah, I said I want to thank you for coming on the show. I wanted you to tell the people where they can, who you are and where they can find you again and your upcoming event.
Okay, every Monday is going to be at the Oyster Bar. The flyer that is what is up there now, that's going to be June 17th, day before Father's Day. We honoring fathers. That's why I did it for that day. We're going to give them a great show. We're going to serve the fathers. Come out there, ladies, treat the men, because they are the kings of your life. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta give more respect to the black man because we are the pillar of the community. So that's why I did this particular event, because I want to honor the men. You know, we got to honor the men. We got to bring the men back into the household. So this is a very special occasion, June 17th. And what I did was I changed the price through all the way out, $65. I was charging $70, but I'm doing it for $65 through all out. It ain't going to end on May 20th. So now it's going to go all the way through June 17th, $65. Come on out, purchase your ticket. We got you can get online to ticketleap.com. That's you can sign in on that. The link is there. I just want to say
it's going to be at where that's not the same place on Monday nights, is it? That event coming up?
No, if you look on the flyer, that event is it's a new matter of fact. This is a new black owned facility. It's black owned, and I agreed to do some things with them. And it's at 15806 Livingston Road, Akankee, Maryland, 20607.
Okay.
At the time,
Kenny is close.
You know, so yeah, so I did it that area because that area as well needs to be shown some love out there in Akankee and Waldorf as well. This is going to be a great show. You know, we're going to have a lot of comics. You know, it's going to be phenomenal. We're going to have the cameras going on. It's going, you know, we might end up streaming it live. I'm not sure at this moment, but, you know, all depends how God moves me, then that decision will be made. On Monday, starting at 6 to 8 p.m., it's going to be open mic night. That's my man, Jamar Darnell is hosting. That platform's been created basically to have the comics to come in and have a platform to practice their craft. For new comics to come up there to see if they want to do it. It's open mic night from 6 to 8. You still got an hour of happy hour. And that location is going to be, that's at 511 Morris Street, Union Orchard Bar, Northeast Washington, D.C. And Sounds of Elegance. Here, listen to this now. Y'all got to hear this band. Sounds of Elegance. They the up and coming band. They got history. They old school, and they bring in the crank to you. So please come out on every Monday. This is all set for the community to come in and show some love. Come on up. You know, if you think you're a comic, you want to try, come on up and come and hear us out and listen to the band and show that we have for y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Clark.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to my partner Keisha Howard. You know, she's one of the main sources. She's been doing great work. She's the lead singer for the band as well. So let me get a shout out to my partner. I appreciate you.
Keisha Howard, y'all. Keisha Howard. Dr. Kenneth Clark, what's going on with you?
So y'all can follow me on social media platform Uncut Live Productions, which is on Facebook, IG Change Agent Now Forever, as well as the We Take Care of Us movement. We have a peace prayer walk coming up this Saturday, May 20th, 10 a.m. at the Wardolph West Library. And what we're just asking people to do is just come up or show up and offer prayer, offer, we're going to be bringing resources. We're going to be bringing mental health. We're going to be, you've been impacted by gun violence. We want to stand in the gap with you. You got requests, we going to be there. We're going to be here to serve the community. Don't forget tonight, 1231, Good Hope Road, Anacostia Arts Center. We don't have the auditions, and as I always say, my favorite saying, we all we got, we all we need, each one reach one, each one help one, and yeah, just know the best is yet to come. Time for us to be the change that we want to see.
Louisa, my beautiful mentalist, my beautiful Phoenix, my beautiful blue Phoenix.
Oh, thank you for the introduction, lady. What I have coming up, I do several podcasts, so we are working on different. Let me see. We're working on a summer full of events. So the No Filter Show, Both Sides of the Coin, will be taking a summer break, and so May, at the end of May, will be our last show until August. So if you want to catch up with us, we will do live events. Of course, I'll post on Louisa Harrell or the Blue Phoenix Hills page on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Also, June 17th, which is so funny that you're having an event, Hakeem. I'm actually doing an event on the 17th in the morning, in the afternoon, from 12 to 3. I do a tea party. I host a tea party. And the basis of the tea party is not to come in and gossip or have conversation. It's to come to heal. We're working on the ladies first and foremost. We're trying to get us back to being ladies. We're working on the connection with the men because we need to reconnect with our men, and we want to work on healing that bond and connection between both of them in order to help heal our children. Right. So the tea party on the 17th will be from 12 to 3. And this tea party, men are invited because, like you, it is Father's Day the next day, and I would like to honor the fathers. I would like to honor the men. So if you're interested in coming, you can reach out to me. It is a $20 charge, but that $20 is only for the materials that you will be using at the event.
Okay.
Oh,
I will support.
That's right. And you guys support me this Friday. I'm going to be at Hollywood. I'm going to be this Friday. I'm going to fly up at Cutting Curls I'm in Brandywine, Maryland. I can't remember all the stuff, but Molly got the flyer. Molly, is my flyer up? You gotta find it. Is that it?
Yes, Curls, Cuts, and Comedy. The address on this is 3095 Marshall Hall Road, Bryant's Road, Maryland. You have, who do you have? Tiana Douglas. You got the Gwen Factor. You got Apple Brown Betty. And a special guest out there, McFarlane, our own Reese Cup Peanut Butter Reese Cup.
I love you guys. I want to thank everybody for participating. Hakeem, Kenny, don't go nowhere. We chop it up in the back. I know how we do. Louisa, you know how we do. But tomorrow is Wellness Wednesday, and I got a special guest coming tomorrow. Her name is Angel, and she's going to talk about body sculpting and body laser versus us on the Sonabella. Black girl, black woman, she said unite. She gonna get rid of this chin right here. She gonna get rid of that. And she gonna work with my pooch. I'm gonna be cut for the summer. So y'all
you know what?
I'm